Christmas is only a few days away. Carolers are caroling, Santa Clauses are Santa Clausing, and the Yuletide spirit's burning brightly in the close-knit Gillis family. Observe how my close-knit father feels it.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la.
Look how my kid cousin Dunky feels it.
'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la.
And of course my mother feels the holiday spirit more than anyone.
Christmas? Bah! Humbug!
When my mother expressed her opinion of Christmas a minute ago, she was, shall we say, irritated?
Christmas? Bah! Humbug!
We shall say irritated. Also mad, angry, furious, and irked. Why? Why was my lovable mom so grouchy Christmas-wise? It's very odd. Because when the holiday season started this year, she was happy as a lark.
And I want to sing like a nightingale. Fa la 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 la. How's that for knocking out a little Christmas cheer, huh, kiddo?
Merry Christmas, Aunt Winnie, and seeing you're in such a good mood, do you mind if I have a couple of bucks for tonight?
Merry Christmas to you, Duncan, and I'm not in that good a mood.
Why not? The holiday season is here.
So is your Uncle Herbert. Does that answer your question?
It does, and I give up.
Gangway for Herbert T. Gillis, full of Christmas cheer and love of his fellow man. And Duncan, you better keep your paws off that cash register, or you are going to wind up with a fistful of stubby fingers.
Herbie, that is positively the most beautiful tree I've
Don't
ever
try
seen.
to soft
You have
soap me,
sensational
boy.
taste.
I'm up to your sleazy tricks, and hey, I am kind of artistic, ain't I?
It's lovely, dear, and so huge. Must have cost a fortune.
Well, Winnie Pooh, you happen to be married to Herbert T. Gillis, one of the large of the large-time spenders.
You're wonderful, dear.
A heart as big as all outdoors.
Well,
Generous.
What delivery truck did it fall off?
Runnings' department store, and you should have seen the way I had to fight those kids.
That's all right, Herbert, dear. It's the thought that counts.
No, it ain't. It's the money.
You don't mean that.
No, I guess I don't. Boy, I'm full of that Christmas spirit right up to here. I'm in love with everybody in the whole world, human, inhuman, or anybody in between.
You rang?
Hi, Peter. Merry Christmas.
Enough of this polite gibble-gabble. Where's my present?
Christmas isn't until next week. I'm afraid you'll have to wait.
What's to be afraid? I'll wait. In the meantime, let us take a Yuletide banana break. Oh, yeah. Happy holidays to all. Cheers.
Nana, dear, that's cheers. Why don't you tell us why you're here before Mr. Gillis forgets that he's filled with holiday cheer?
I brought me a letter from my mother.
Oh, from your mother?
Oh, my father, I forget which. They both look alike.
Winnie, you do me an injustice. With all this Christmas spirit in the world, forget I'm filled with holiday cheer.
Maynard is moving in with us.
I just got unfilled, Maynard.
His folks would like to know if we can take care of him while they visit relatives in Cleveland.
See how they love me?
They love you?
Sure, this is the first time they ever told me the name of a real place. Always before they made him up so I couldn't find him. Ain't that heartwarming?
Oh, that's just what it is, heartwarming. But you ain't staying here, boy.
Well, name me one good reason.
Because I couldn't stand to see you around the house.
Name me two good reasons.
Herbert, dear, be generous. What would be so terrible about having Maynard around with us for a few days? Joining in the family fun, eating with us, talking to us all day and all night. Maynard, I've just had a wonderful idea. Why don't you go to Cleveland with your folks?
You don't have to beat around the bush. If you don't want me, just come right out and say so.
We don't want you.
Very well, I shall kill myself.
Maynard, stop acting silly.
Oh, very well, I shall hold my breath until I turn purple. And that don't match my green complexion. It's sickening.
Maynard, dear, of course we want you with us during the holidays.
Sure we do.
You bet we do.
Like heck we do. Don't now, Herbert, me. My head is made up. Maynard moves into this house over my dead body.
Am I disturbing you, Mr. G?
No, I always sleep better with a foot in my face.
Ooh, my Christmas stocking. Let's see. Yeah, there's just about enough room to hang it here on Christmas Eve so Santa can fill it with goodies.
Oh, goody, goody.
Gee, this fireplace is awful small. Poor Santa Claus can make it down okay.
Maynard, this Santa Claus that you're talking about, he's the one that comes down people's chimneys?
Yeah, if they got a chimney, they don't. He flies in through the window.
Man, I switched from Santa Claus to girls when I was 12. Maynard, how old are you?
11 or 21, I forget.
Maynard, you were 21 last July.
No kidding? What did age we live in?
Take me. I've heard everything now. I'm ready to go. Take me.
Maynard, this Santa Claus you believe in, he's the real live one with the red suit and the white beard and the big fat stomach.
Yep, old Santa flies all over the world on Christmas Eve in his sled and reindeer, bringing presents to little kids, unregardless of where they are.
No, brother.
And to adults, too, also unregardless. Don't worry, Mrs. G, he'll bring you whatsoever you want.
Well, I hope somebody brings me a shiny new automatic washer and a shiny new automatic dryer.
Somebody will bring you a shiny new washboard and a clothesline.
Oh, no, Santa would never be that mean. He'll bring everybody exactly what they want.
Exactly what I want's a new sports jacket.
And exactly what your son Doby wants is a brand new ping pong table.
A ping pong table, huh? Exactly what I get him is...
Now, Herbert.
Oh, ye of little faith, how ye shall talk out of the other side of ye head when ye Santa brings you everything ye want.
You're a nut.
Maynard, dear, we all believe in Santa Claus, just as you do. We believe in him as a symbol, as a warm, wonderful example of goodness and kindness and goodwill to everyone.
Santa believes in them things, too.
Let me take a stab at straightening the boy out. Maynard, you've seen the Santa Claus in all the department stores, haven't you?
You bet. My mom takes me every year. I sit in his lap.
Okay, now, is he the real Santa Claus?
Surely you, Josh.
He's just a man dressed in a Santa Claus suit, right?
Right. Didn't you know that? A kid your age? Donkey, the man in the suit is one of Santa's helpers. I mean, Santa himself can't be everywhere, so Santa's helpers give the kids laps to sit on. Next question?
What about all the Santa Clauses on the street corners?
Well, those fellas come over from the unemployment insurance office, but during Christmas time, they're Santa's helpers, too. Don't forget, there's an awful lot of street corners in this world. Probably more than 37.
And what about all of the Santa Clauses on movies and
Actors
television?
paid in money, but during Christmas time, they help Santa, too.
And what about the Santa Claus at school when you have your Christmas party?
That's Mr. Magruder. I mean, he's terrible, mean, and rotten, but during Christmas time, he works for Santa, too. Any dumbhead knows that. No offense, Mrs. G.
Then you have never seen the real Santa Claus, true?
True. But then I never seen the real Marshall Dillon neither, and I know he's real. Of course, I'm not too sure about Chester. See, Mrs. G, when Santa Claus comes down the chimney on Christmas Eve, all good little girls and boys, like me, are sound asleep. So naturally, we never get to see him.
Maynard, you are 21 years old.
Or 11, I could look it up. Spooky.
All right, troops. At ease. Knock it off. If Maynard wants to believe in Santa Claus, let him believe in Santa Claus. It's a free country.
God bless America.
And leave the boy alone.
Yeah, leave the boy alone.
Leave the kid alone. Sounds easy, doesn't it? But when the kid is Maynard G. Krebs, and even with the Christmas spirit and all, you know, it's a pretty tough thing to leave him alone.
And I'll leave him alone right after I strangle him.
Mr. Gillis, he said the pipes for the new automatic washer dryer had to be put in immediately, before Christmas.
Well, why did you listen to the lunkhead?
Here now, is that a nice way to talk about your son?
Talk about my son. My name is Gillis. His name is Krebs. How can he be my son?
You said you made him change his name to protect your reputation.
And that is the first thing he ever said that makes sense.
Nobody would give his wife such a beautiful Christmas present, except a very generous man.
Well, appearances are deceiving.
Just a minute.
All right, I can't stand around here talking to you all day. I gotta see about the job upstairs.
The job upstairs. What job upstairs? Hey, just a minute. Are you sure the guy that ordered this was Maynard? Describe him.
His description is impossible.
That's Maynard. Stop! Oh, whatever you creeps are doing, stop! Hold, seize, desist.
What, and leave the job half finished?
What do you think you're doing on my living room floor?
Well, you gotta have a lot of light, plus a cork floor if you're gonna play it right.
Play what right? What?
Ping pong. On that fine new ping pong table you bought for your other son, Dopey.
That's Doby with a B, and I'll pulverize that Maynard.
You know you gotta be a big spender. Putting in a ping pong table and an automatic washer dryer?
Boy, appearances really are deceiving.
Get rid of this stuff, all of it. Now.
Okay, but it'll cost you a big wad of dough for what we already done, plus putting things back like it was.
Krebs said to hang the expense.
Yeah, well, after I've hung Krebs, how much expense am I going to be left hanging with?
Well, I quoted him $250, but he said you wouldn't consider it for less than
Oh,
$300.
what is
It being the
for the-
holiday season and all. And there's $200 for the downstairs.
Hello, Bear Krebs.
I gotta hand it to you, sir. You look awful mean and rotten, but underneath, I guess you're just a sweet, lovable Santa Claus.
Come here!
Dad, forget it. You could kill Maynard with that.
Yeah.
Maynard Maynard didn't mean any harm. He was just trying to help Santa Claus.
Sure picked a miserable way to do it. Somebody ought to straighten him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, very funny. Hitting Maynard with that won't do it.
How do we know? Do we try?
Talking to him didn't do any good. What we need is action.
Yeah.
Dad, forget the bat, huh? You know you'd never hit Maynard.
Oh, I know, but let me dream, huh?
Hey, hold it. I've got a great idea.
So have I.
Hey, no, Dad, no. Listen, Maynard told us that Santa Claus slides down the chimney on Christmas Eve, right?
So?
But he admits he's never seen Santa Claus, right?
So?
If he ever actually saw Santa Claus, it'd shock him right smack out of his wits, right?
It's a short smack, but that I like.
Hey, get this. Midnight, Christmas Eve. Maynard's sitting at the fireplace waiting for Santa Claus.
Visions of sugar plums and like that, dancing in his tiny head.
Exactly. And then jolly old Kris Kringle himself slides down the chimney.
How's that gonna happen?
Here we dress up somebody to look like Santa Claus. A donkey mood music again.
Deck those.
Now, Maynard jumps up on Santa's lap. He starts telling old Chris what he wants for Christmas. And then at the perfect psychological moment, bam!
I clobber him with the bat.
Santa Claus pulls off the beard and says, look, it's not really Santa Claus, it's only Herbert T. Gillis.
Only Herbert T. Gillis?
We shock him to his senses, see, Uncle Herbie?
No, it's cruel.
But vital.
It's mean.
But necessary.
It is vicious and rotten, and it might have a very harmful effect on the boy. And when do we start?
Yeah, that's the way to talk, Dad. Now, all we have to do is find somebody to dress up like Santa Claus.
Yeah. It's got to be somebody not too young, wrinkles, a big red nose.
Attaboy,
and...
Dad. We knew you'd
Good
volunteer.
Uncle Herbie. What did I say? What did I...
So with only 3 days till Christmas, I dragged Maynard off to the movies so Dad could go up on the roof and rehearse his big dramatic debut as Santa Claus. Ho, 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 boy.
Uncle Herbie, Maynard and Doby are gone. Coast is clear.
All right, stand back. Here I come.
It looks awfully narrow, dear. Maybe you better come through the window.
Santa Claus comes down the chimney. I'm Santa Claus. I'm coming down the chimney. Now look out.
Uncle Herbie?
I'm stuck halfway down.
Try to exhale, dear. It makes you thinner.
Exhale. Okay.
Good night, Uncle Herbie.
Exhale, Herbert. You inhaled.
How am I gonna exhale without I first inhale? Okay, I'll try it again. I'm stuck again.
Uncle Herbie won't do any good to keep kicking.
You just get mated with him kicking rage and it'll do a lot of good.
Uncle Herbie?
Yeah?
Anybody ever tell you got nice legs?
Dad doesn't do things by halfway measures. When he makes up his mind, nothing stands in his way. So when he found himself stuck in the fireplace, he took bold, aggressive action.
I did it, and I'm glad.
You're glad you're helping Maynard? How sweet.
Helping schmelping. I'm glad they got me out of that old chimney, and now I got one that fits. Oh, that Maynard better appreciate this.
It'll be wonderful if this scheme works. But will Maynard really believe he's Santa Claus?
We got it all worked out.
He'll even hear Santa's reindeer and those sleigh bells on the roof. I got some sound effect records from school. I'll play them from the kitchen at exactly the right moment. Watch.
Hey, this sounds like horses.
Who knows the difference?
No, Maynard won't, that's for sure.
Listen.
Never mind the beautiful. The main thing is that he doesn't get smart that it's a phony. Now, let's get this straight. I come down the chimney, and Maynard sits in my lap and tells me all the things he wants for Christmas. And when he's finished, bam, I snatch off the beard, he sees it's me, and the shock jolts him completely out of his wits, and I could have got the same effect with the baseball bat.
They jolt him into becoming a mature, well-adjusted human being.
Do you really think so?
No, but it's worth a try.
Look, after all the dough I sunk in this, if it doesn't work, I'll kick Maynard clean into next Christmas.
Herbert, I don't suppose I have a prayer of getting that new
Not a
automatic
prayer.
washer.
No washer dryer.
Herbert, you are the true spirit of Yuletide.
And a good night to you, too, Miss Merry Christmas.
Dan, let's rehearse your act.
Rehearse? Who needs to rehearse? With my lovable personality, I'm the perfect type for Santa Claus.
Let's rehearse.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So I come down the chimney, and I look at Maynard with a big, friendly smile.
Here, you better try this on.
Try this, Dad. Smile is not the greatest.
Yeah, I guess.
Put it on.
Much better cover it up.
Much. Dad, you're a perfect Santa Claus. If Santa had shifty eyes, I guess we're stuck with him. Let's see if you can make up for it by the way you're going to talk to Maynard.
All right.
Uh-huh.
After I smile on him, I turn to him and I say,
Yeah.
"And now, little man, what is your name? Hmm?" How's that sound?
Like a used car salesman. Dad, let's rehearse your ho, ho, ho. It's the key to the whole scene.
Ho, 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 ho.
Dad, Santa Claus, not Yogi Bear.
Ho, ho, ho.
Again.
Ho, 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 ho.
I think he's got it.
Ho, 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 ho.
Dad, again.
Ho, 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 ho.
A lot of vitality. Santa Claus, Dad. Finger, Dad, finger. Santa Claus, And so it was that we finally arrived at the night before Christmas. And all through the house, not a creature was stirring, except Maynard G. Krebs.
Oh, for joy, now I'm ready for dear old Santa Claus. Like, wow, this fireplace is a James Dandy. I bet it costs like anything.
What it cost was an automatic washer and dryer.
Boy, Santa will have no trouble coming through there.
Not now, he won't.
Yeah, hey, where's Mr. G? Isn't he going to be here tonight?
He'll be right down, dear. I mean, right up. I mean, right here.
Well, wish him a merry for me because I'm off to Betty. Bye.
Maynard, what's your hurry? It's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I know. It's almost nearly midnight, which is when Santa comes, and he won't if I'm not in bed, sound asleep.
That was only when you were a little boy, Maynard, but you're not a little boy anymore.
I ain't a little girl.
You're a grown-up boy now. That means you can wait up for Santa Claus.
No kidding. Now, you fellas going to stay up and wait for him?
How? We wouldn't miss it.
You've got to stay up, Maynard, because you're the one who convinced us about Santa Claus.
Yes, I was quite brilliant, wasn't I?
Hey, here we go. Well, for just enough to get to midnight. Santa landed over the sleigh bells and jingle bells. Well.
I wouldn't be surprised if some very strange things were about to happen. Yes, sir, very strange indeed.
Donkey, I'm afraid to meet Santa, so I think I'd better go to bed. Like, bye.
Oh, no, you know the show we went to.
Huh?
There's nothing to be afraid of, Maynard, dear.
What do I hear? What?
Where? From the roof. Sounds more like from the kitchen.
Closer? Oh, what can it be?
You think it is? Oh, it's too much to hope for. Could it be my ears to see me? By Jove, it is! Tell me already! Santa's sleigh bells!
Maynard, hoofs, reindeer hoofs. You hear that, Maynard? Reindeer.
Sounds like horse's hoofs.
Maynard, that's Santa Claus, clomping his merry way to the chimney. Yeah, he's here, Maynard. He's here.
Oh, my.
Ho, 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 ho!
It's Santa. It's him. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
Good old St. Nick. Good old sure-footed St. Nick.
Hey, heave the chimney. Dear, oh, dear.
Yes, sir. Here he comes, Maynard. Good old sure. He's coming, Maynard. Good old.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho! And a Merry Christmas to you!
Come on, Maynard. Say hello to Santa Claus.
Like high?
Yeah, like
Ho,
high.
ho, ho, ho! And now, little man, how would you like to sit in Santa's lap? Ho, 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 ho! And little man, what is your name?
Don't you recognize me, Santa?
Oh, yes! You're Maynard G. Krebs.
Yeah, how about that, Christmas fans? You recognize me, overjoyed.
Have you been a good little boy this year, Maynard?
Oh, very good. For me, that is.
Oh, well, that's nice. And now tell Santa what you want for Christmas. Ho, 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 ho. Enough of this fiddle faddle. Get to it. My legs are going to sleep, and I got my reindeers double parked.
Remember, it's for his own good.
Yeah, sure.
First, I want a ping-pong table for Doby. He's that fellow over there, the one that's flabby and has a weak chin. I know he don't look like much, but he's my good and best buddy, and whatever make him happy will make me happy, too. And then I want a brand new sport jacket for Donkey. He's the little one over there with the weak chin. I know he don't look like much, too, but someday he's gonna grow up to be as sweet and lovable as flabby as Doby.
But what do you want for you?
An automatic washer and an automatic dryer.
For you?
No, for Mrs. G. She needs it. Sloshing around in them suds and dirty water all day, the poor old thing.
All right, I've got it all now, except what do you want?
A fishing rod.
Aha! A fishing rod.
For Mr. G. You know him, don't you? He's that loudmouth fellow who's all the time screaming and hollering and carrying on.
I know him.
Underneath that mean outside, there's a good inside, and maybe if he had a fishing rod, he'd take a couple days off from work, and then he wouldn't be so mean no more.
You know, maybe you got a point there, Maynard. But what do you want?
Oh, nothing, sir. I'm one of them lucky fellas. I got everything I want. I got the biggest ball of tinfoil in town, I got a petrified frog, and I got a stuffed owl, all paid for and clear. And I also got the best friends in the whole wide world, or any place else. So you can skip me this year, Santa. I mean, but you're true blue for asking.
Maynard, I'm going to tell you something
Yes,
for your
Santa?
own good.
Yes.
Good night, Maynard.
Oh, good night, Santa.
And a Merry Christmas and a ho, ho, ho.
Same for you, Santa, with sugar on it.
Ho, 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 ho. Okay, say it. I chickened out.
You chickened out.
He's that low-down Maynard. I try to do something educational for him, and he goes soft and sloppy. I mean, a low-down ingrate.
That's what he is, an ingrate.
Low down.
Yeah, well, let's go in there and straighten him out right now.
Right.
And my iguana and my turtle. Oh, for joy, Santa came in and tucked me in personally. Oh, for joy. Oh, Santa, you're all heart except for the party in its tummy.
I want to tell you something, boy. You're going to get everything that was on your Christmas list. The sport jacket, the ping pong table, and the automatic washer dryer, and no matter what it costs. And that ain't as easy for me to say as you might think.
Goody goody gumdrop. And don't forget the fishing rod for poor old foul-tempered Mr. G.
Okay, and the fishing rod, too.
Oh, this is going to be a real nice Christmas.
The best ever, Maynard.
Oh, good night, Mrs. G. Good night, Dunky G. Good night, Dope G.
Good night, Maynard.
And a good night to you, too, Mr. G.
Huh?
Oh, you're a great American, Mr. G. I mean, it was swell of you to pretend you were Santa.
Maynard, you knew?
Sure, but if it made Mr. G feel good pretending he was Santa, I wouldn't want to spoil it.
Maynard, you're one in a million.
Or even less. You ain't Santa, Mr. G, but that don't mean there's no Santa, does it? Does it?
Nope. Sure don't, Maynard. Nope, sure don't. Well, come on. Let's leave the boy go to sleep. I want you all to come into the living room with me and take turns on me with that baseball bat.
Well, good night, Maynard, and Merry Christmas.
Happy landings.
Grown-ups, what do they know?
Well, thanks to Maynard, it turned out to be a pretty fine Christmas after all, for some more or less undeserving people. Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
La 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 la.
Oh, 'tis the season to be jolly. Tra-la-la-la-la. Oh, you give me a fight.
You see, it was a Merry Christmas all around, almost. There was still that question about why Mom had blood in her eye when she said,
Christmas! Bah! Humbug!
I'll give you the answer in two simple words. Money. I mean, Dad decided he had to make up for all the loot that not very cheap holiday cost him. So what did he do?
Lovely, lovely. Come on, come on. Yeah. Thank you. Step right up, ladies. There's room for one and all inside the kitchen here. It's 20 cents a wash and 10 cents a dry. And for those of you who have to wait, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Christmas? Bah! Humbug!